Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce.
50 Cent has exposed the Carters' most dreadful secret to the public. And y'all wouldn't believe what it is. 50 Cent revealed that Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage has been a scam all along, and the couple are now allegedly trying to get a divorce. But they are currently keeping it under wraps to avoid social media outrage. While 50 Cent is known to expose insane secrets in the entertainment industry, and they mostly turn out to be true, can we really believe 50 Cent's news about the Carters' secret marriage being a sham for real? Well, we will have to dissect the details of this story. Let's get into it. If you're a 50 Cent or Jay-Z fan, you'd be familiar with the beef these two rappers have had since the late 90s, and you'd know there has never been an end to it. The feud between 50 and Jay started when 50 threw shade at Jay in his 1999 hit song, How to Rob, where he flawlessly dissed Jay. 50 rapped in the song, "What Jigga just sold like 4 milli. He got something to live for. Don't want a nigga putting 4 through that Bentley coupe door." Jay-Z didn't just fold his arms and act like it was nothing. He responded to 50 on one of his tracks also. "It's hot." He rapped, "Go against Jigga, yo ass is dense. I'm about $1. What the f is 50 cents?" With these two tracks, 50 and Jay had fans hoping for the beef to continue so they could get harder bars in their music. But that didn't go as smoothly as the fans had hoped. Fast forward to 2002, in an interview with Angie Martinez, Jay-Z revealed that he and 50 Cent were cool, and their relationship was rock solid, unlike what the public had thought.
Wait,
Yo,
who,
you know-
you and 50 Cent?
Yeah, I like that record. It was hot. But you know I gotta spank you, though.
However, Jay-Z's claim about his relationship with 50 was false during the interview, because Jay kept throwing shade at 50 Cent after he claimed that they were cool. So it was 50's turn not to let things slide. So 50 Cent made many points ahead of Jay in the competition on who's leading the beef. 50 said in an interview with Tim Westwood TV that Jay isn't talented enough to play with him like that, because he knows he buys his way to the top. Oh yeah, 50 accused Jay of blowing money to put his music in people's faces, just to brag.
Ain't never been no 50 Cent Jay-Z conversations, questioning whether there was a competition between the two of them. There's a huge difference.
Interestingly, that was the only time 50 Cent called Jay out for always using money to push his music, and not just his music. 50 also claimed Jay liked to be put on a high horse, even when he did not deserve it. In an interview with Rolling Stone in 2009, 50 mentioned that Jay has a king complex type of attitude, thinking he's Jesus and should be treated like Jesus. Oops, that's a serious claim right there. But was he lying though? 50 also says Jay always gets away with his terrible acts by using Beyonce's image to cover up, and one of the reasons he believes their marriage is all about business and barely love-related. Another thing 50 talked about concerning Jay-Z's personality that he really wasn't a fan of was Jay's alleged lack of respect and empathy towards people. 50 claimed Jay had betrayed one of his former Rockefeller artists in the past just for his own benefit. This particular claim right here may have some sort of truth to it, because there have been other times this claim was made about Jay. One of those times was when Jaguar Wright, a former close associate of Jay, spilled how Jay had done some really nasty things to get by in the industry. Wright talked about late rapper Big L and Jay-Z being close friends, and Big L even put Jay on, but that didn't turn out well.
The first time I ever saw Jay-Z or even heard him spit a rhyme was at an MC battle, street battle in New York. But he didn't show up as Jay-Z, he didn't show up as the hottest rapper on the street. He showed up as the nigga that was with Big L.
Wright said the moment Big L was shot at the drive-by shooting that ended his life in 1999, Jay suddenly started popping in his career. And that definitely wasn't a coincidence.
Big L was who put Jay-Z on.
Without question.
And then Big L died, and then the next thing you know, Jay-Z.
Another claim that points towards Jay having his way, however he deems fit, is from Beyonce's former bodyguard, Uncle Ron. Uncle Ron went on a long rant on TikTok, spilling the truth about some news he had gathered from the Carters' empire during his working career there. Uncle Ron revealed that the couple weren't fans of any obstacles being in their way. They were always so quick to get rid of whatever it was. So when Carrie Hilson thought she could get away with poking the Carters, her career vanished faster than the speed of light.
I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career.
Not everyone can say unprecedented things about Jay and Queen Bey like 50 Cent does, and be able to get away with it. Carrie Hilson should have known. Uncle Ron also talked about Jay-Z and Bey's marriage being a solid business arrangement, like 50 claimed, saying there's no love between the two. They have just been writing out the picture-perfect marriage to keep their money going and to save face. But this wouldn't be the first time the public would hear this story. Since Jay admitted to cheating on Queen Bey after the infamous elevator incident with Solange Knowles, the public has had a grasp of the marriage being a sham marriage. No one still saw the Carters as the perfect example of what a good marriage should look like. Anyway, the gist about the Golden family falling apart took a new dimension after the 2024 Grammy Awards. Jay seemed to have offended Bey with his weird speech during the ceremony when Jay referred to Beyoncé as "this young lady." So while the Beehive had a field day with the statement, reminding the public about the unsettling 12-year age gap between them that Bey's fans have never been cool with, Beyoncé herself seemed to be irritated by what the father of her kids uttered on the stage with her facial expression. However, rumors started circulating that Beyoncé was even on the verge of removing herself from the Carter family tree. It's no news that Diddy has been going through what may be termed the worst nightmare of his life, with the recent unending sexual assault allegations he has been facing. So it seems Jay-Z, who is like his best friend, may be caught in the crossfire, and Beyoncé doesn't want to be a party in any of it. Queen Bey is always trying to keep her image in check, because she worked really hard building that, you know? But word on the street is that the innocent Bey may also be an accomplice in these alleged acts for which Diddy and Jay are being scrutinized. This claim got more traction than the Beehive had thought, because Bey has also been accused of some really incriminating things in the past, from being accused of being a witch and performing satanic rituals, to being accused of being possessed by some spiritual power. Beyoncé also hasn't always been on the good and pure side of the media. One time, Beyoncé was accused of being paid to push a demonic type of music genre to the public. The claim went on with the headline that Beyoncé is getting her desires fulfilled by releasing profane music to young people and snatching their souls for the devil.
Who told us you got to be a witch to be black? You are not more black by engaging in witchcraft.
Yeah, the claim was wild, but that wasn't the only one. In 2018, one of Beyoncé's former drummers, Kimberly Thompson, went as far as filing a restraining order against Bey because she said Bey was involved in some satanic cult and extreme witchcraft. Even though her restraining order permit was dismissed, it didn't clean the stain the claim had left on Bey's public image. Another side of this story comes from Jay and Beyoncé's former close friend, Kanye West. Kanye wasn't about the spiritual connection to how Jay and Beyoncé had been doing their thing in the industry. Kanye linked it to being controlled by some higher-ups, some people who are way more powerful than the Carters. He claimed those people protected them and controlled what their lives seemed like. But they could not do that to him.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They could control Shaq. They could control Charles Barkley. They could control LeBron James. They could control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
So was this the reason Kanye cut ties with the Carters? Or some other reason we may never know about? Guess that's a story for another day. So strolling back into the divorce allegations of the untouchable power couple of America, maybe there really is fire on the mountain. Beyoncé may not only be tired of Jay cheating on her and consistently reminding her of how older he is, but maybe she's tired of him drugging and controlling her too. If that made your jaw drop, let's give you a better picture of the whole thing. The fact that Jay-Z always tries to have his way in every aspect of his life has been established several times by different people who have had close relationships with him. So when Beyoncé seems to want to step out of line because Jay cheated on her, he has a way of putting her back in check. Jay has been accused of allegedly making Beyoncé take substances that weaken her immune system to control her emotions and put her on a leash. So maybe Beyoncé is just taking the opportunity to not want to be a part of Diddy and Jay-Z's empire crumbling, to escape being treated like a human toy. and live a normal life. Jay-Z was also accused of being the same as his close buddy Diddy. There have been several claims that Jay is just as shady as Diddy, and that's one of the reasons they have remained best of friends over the decades. Jay is always at all of Diddy's infamous parties, smiling, drinking, taking pictures, and maybe taking part in the alleged sexual activities that happen at the parties. The public believes it's almost impossible for Jay to be innocent, and genuinely does not know what Diddy has been up to behind the curtain over the years. However, 50 Cent is also not a fan of Diddy. In fact, he takes his time to throw more shade at Diddy than he does with Jay. 50 wouldn't lose any opportunity to call out Diddy and accuse him of throwing gay parties. So it's really easy to say 50 knows what Jay and Diddy are up to when the world is not watching. He has some really bad dirt on these two that the public must not know about. However, the public's lack of knowledge of these dark secrets may only last for a short time, because 50 has revealed that he's in the process of making a documentary about Diddy, which he titled Surviving Diddy. 50 plans to expose the secrets he has been teasing for years in the documentary. Diddy is up for some real competition this time. Maybe Jay will also end up being in this mess, because with how it's going, 50 is sparing no one who has done wrong in his eyes. So we will be here watching how all these stories unfold. Do you think Beyoncé may be innocent, as her fans would like to believe? Or do you think Queen Bey might have been involved in the alleged crimes of Diddy and Jay at one point? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any celebrity news updates.